Welcome, welcome, and thank you for joining me today. I am Dina, and this is Discussions with Dina. I wanted to share an article from the Washington Post about the giant steer that has been all over the news all week. When I first saw this, I thought it was a gag or something, especially when I saw how much bigger and taller this animal was from all the other animals around it. Then I went on to read the article and found out that this animal is about as tall as Shaq. Knickers is his name, and he stands 6 feet 4. And he is said to weigh roughly 2,800 pounds. He lives on a farm in Australia. It's important to note that Knickers is not a cow, but he is a steer, and that males are typically quite a bit larger than the females of its species. However, this is still abnormal. Cows are female cattle who have had a calf, and steers are neutered males. He is called a Holstein Friesian or Holstein Friesian, which is a breed that originated in North Holland and North Germany that had been breeded for years. According to the article, over 2,000 years it's being bred for dairy production. Knickers is 7 years old. The animal, which was pictured, and the animals around him are about a year old. I was hoping that this animal was not going to be used for human consumption when I saw that picture. According to the farmer who owns Knickers, his name is Jeff Pearson. After a few years of growth, the animal had become too large to put through a processing facility, which is the only reason that he wasn't slaughtered and used for human consumption. Pearson said in an interview that the steer's parents weren't particularly large, nor was he noticeably different at birth. He was just a run-of-the-mill calf that turned into a giant, according to the farmer. Both gigantism and dwarfism are exceptionally large and small individuals and have been documented in various species, according to Aniek Bouwman, which is a part of the Animal Breeding and Genomics Center in the Netherlands. She was saying a meta-analysis. She called it a meta-analysis in Nature, and suggesting that the same genes regulate size across cattle, dogs, and humans, which means it may well be possible for Knickers, his extremes to occur in many other mammals under the right conditions. I'm trying to find out what are those conditions. As for whether his genes are responsible for his size, she said that a DNA test would be required in order to say for certain if the genes were responsible for his humongous size. It may also be possible that his pituitary gland, which regulates growth, has gone haywire. And they also say that this has been seen in some tadpole specimens that continue to grow as tadpoles and never undergo metamorphosis to become frogs. And you have to wonder what is going on in the environment for these particular animals to continue to be abnormal size or not to become what they were intended to be. There was also a person by the name of Richard Wassersick. He is an honorary professor and herpetologist at the University of British Columbia, and he studies gigantism in tadpoles, and he wouldn't want to speculate, according to him, outside of his realm of expertise. But he said, generally speaking, no growth can go on forever. There are clear limits on how large and terrestrial organisms can be before organs Their organ systems can no longer meet the collective needs of other organ systems, and then they start to fail. The farmer said, Mr. Pearson said that KNICKERS had shown no signs of health problems, but he wouldn't be surprised if carrying all of that weight catches up with him eventually. But I could not help but think of the Radical Home Sister and Sister Nicola Lee when I saw this, and I was really hoping that one of them would speak on this phenomenon, or at least offer their opinion about these occurrences, because those are just some curious cases, and I would really like to know what they think about this. Looking at the massive creature, you just know it's not natural. Not sure if it's radiation or drugs, hormones, steroids, or a combination of any of those things. That apparently it's something that's new, that's not new today, because there was another huge steer by the name of Daniel, and he was another humongous. They're called hostings, and they were roughly the same size. And he just died this year from a calcium deficiency in California. The report said that Daniel consumed 100 pounds of hay, 15 pounds of grain, and 100 gallons of water per day. And he lived to be 8 years old. And they say that the world's tallest steer record is held by an Italian Chianina ox named Bellino, and he's believed to be 6'7". I want to know how it may affect us human beings who may consume such an animal, and if it could be the GMOs, the changes in the environment, or chemicals that have been manipulated and put into the environment that is causing these animals to become a normal occurrence nowadays. I want to know what you think about this topic. Subscribe and leave me your comment below. Like and share this video. Don't forget to friend and follow me on Facebook at Discussions with Dina, and on Twitter at Dina Discussions, and on Instagram with Discussions with Dina. Thank you for listening, and I will see you next time on Discussions with Dina.